Here with Teddy and Emily. Tell me, what is the tour like?
What is the tour like? It's a crazy schedule, but filled with lots of fun.
Teddy, same for you?
It's a lot of fun, and like she said, like our sleep schedules are way off. We wake up at crazy hours, and then we're up in, like really early in the morning. But it's a lot of fun touring the country to see all these cities and with these great dancers. So.
You know, Teddy, I got to tell you, this season was a little bit different for me because I'm so used to seeing the hip-hop dancers dominate. You know, we had like Cyrus and then we had Fiction. This season I felt like had a very different flavor to it. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, I totally felt the same way. I think with me, people weren't expecting something like me. They kind of think of like a Cyrus when you think of the show now because for the last couple seasons they've had someone like that. And because I wasn't like a Cyrus, I think maybe people were a little thrown off, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I move like I do, and that's that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but
Emily, I sort of feel like the show, a lot of it is like sort of learning a different style than the one you come in with, and I feel like this season everybody was so versatile. So did that sort of like play a role in like how people performed, how fans took to the show?
Oh, totally. There were dancers that they came in as like a ballroom dancer, but they've had extensive training in everything, and I feel like this season especially, everyone was really well versed in so many of the styles, and I think that definitely does manipulate the vote a little bit and help get some people on your side. So the more styles you know, the better you do.
That's right.
And your Meet the Top 20 routine was choreographed by Travis Wall,
yes,
right?
It was.
And talk a little bit about that, because I always find that that's interesting, sort of setting it up in your style and then slowly going into styles that you don't, because I'm just like, oh, I nailed this. I got my top 20, and then you're doing Bollywood next week, and you're like, what?
No, I think that was a really good opportunity for us to show America what our specialty is, because we don't really, you could be gone the next week, but if you have that 1 week at least to show what you can do, I think it really helps people get on your side and your team.
Yeah, and especially in my case, like no one really knew who I was before the show because I wasn't showing ever until the live show. So it was crucial that week. I think was crucial for me in order to like show them what I had to offer.
Do you think it's important to sort of have that story? Like I thought about this for Idol as well. Like, oh, I'm having so many problems. Idol is like the best way for me to like push forward. When you don't have a story like that, you're not really featured in the audition episodes. Right. So is it important, or does it ultimately just come down to the dance?
I don't know. What do you? I feel like it's not that important. I mean, I think you get more airtime if you have a story, but I don't think having a story is going to make you go farther in the. At least I don't. I don't think that. I think it's mainly based on talent, but the story sometimes helps you get more fans that fall in love with you. So maybe that's what's going to help you in the long run.
Yeah, maybe makes it a little bit more relatable for fans.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a story. I think my story per se was. I just graduated college, and now I'm trying to live my dream. So you can kind of make your story whatever you want it to be. Right. And so I might have gotten some college girls or college boys that were on my team maybe. It just makes yourself a little bit more relatable, I think.
This season, I think, also was different in the sense that, like, on all the previous seasons of So You Think You Can Dance, we never really had a clear favorite. It's always like, oh, who's going to win? Who's going to win this year? This year, it was kind of like the Ricky show, and I want to know what that was like behind the scenes, like, because that's what all the critics were saying. That's what everybody was like, Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Did the dancers feel that, or did it not have any effect?
I think we felt it.
Oh, yeah.
I think we felt it.
Yeah, we did.
We love Ricky. He deserves it 100%.
We love him.
But we totally felt it.
We felt it. We felt it. Like, because we would be learning group numbers, and, like, they would all showcase Ricky, which is fine. Like, he's a talented, amazing dancer. It was just, like, okay, here we go. Like, this is, okay.
And in general, do you feel like it was a much more technical season? I think ultimately when people say, what do you think about the 11th season? I'm just like, man, it's just so different. It's so technical. It's all about the purity of dance. Yeah. Whereas I feel like in other seasons, there was a lot of like animation, like getting along with, sort of getting along with the crowd, playing up to the crowd a little bit more. This season was total dance.
I agree with that. And this is actually the first time I'm realizing that now that he pointed it out. Yeah. It does seem a little bit more about dance rather than just playing to the crowd, and it's more technique and rather than only performance. And
because even the ones that are less technical, like me, I would consider out of this bunch, I'm one of the least technical ones. I still have a background with technique, so I think everybody on the show this season had a little knowledge of what technique was, like in ballet or so it helped us throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
And what's the best part about being on the tour and being on the bus?
Being on the tour, honestly, just being with these 13 other dancers. We have so much fun together. It's awesome, and it's not a competition anymore, and we're honestly just here to have fun, and really we're here for the love of dance now, and just to be on that stage with each other it's just so fun.
Yeah, and there's a lot less pressure than there was on the show. And I love that we get to perform live, like in front of,
That's cool,
in a
yeah.
theater again, you know? Just it's more intimate and more what I was used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of the times on the show, our audience, we would forget. There was some people in the studio and everything, but our audience was playing to the camera because our audience was the people on the couch, you know? But here, we don't have to worry about the camera angles. We're honestly just trying to throw all our energy outward in hopes of getting some back. So it's really cool.
And finally, what's next for you after the tour? Have you started thinking about it already?
Oh gosh, got a few more months on a bus to think it over, but hopefully making the move to New York or LA to continue dancing, and we'll see. I got some thinking to do.
Teddy?
I'm gonna be moving to LA after the tour and getting an agent, hopefully, and then start looking for auditions and taking class and getting my name out there and making connections. So.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.